Good evening. I am Zachary Riggs, principal of Columbus International High School, and on behalf of the class of 2022, we welcome you to the 9th commencement exercises for Columbus International. Graduation is the formal ceremony held to recognize the accomplishments of our students, and it is an event that everyone in attendance today will remember for the rest of their lives. This evening, in this venue, parents, family members, and loved ones will celebrate and honor our graduates. In keeping with the demeanor of this occasion, it is appropriate to clap and cheer as your graduate's name is called. Every graduate, parent, family member, and friend has waited for this moment for 13 years. This is their moment, a moment we cannot replay or rewind. Although excited and full of pride, I am asking that we respect all the individual graduates and all that are assembled here for this special occasion. Let us be mindful that and ensure that every graduate has their chance to shine, and every family member has the opportunity to hear what they have waited for over 13 years to hear. Please turn your electronic devices on silent, and we thank you in advance for the unconditional support and the awesome opportunity it is to educate your students. Parents, guardians, and loved ones, a photographer is on hand and will take a picture of each graduate as they receive their diploma. Please refer to the inside page of your program for ordering information. Now, if you will please rise for our national anthem. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guests. I will begin from my left. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Platform guests, please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all have been introduced. Board Member Michael Cole. Dr. Keith Harris, Area Superintendent. Dr. Elizabeth McNally, Regional Leadership Coach. Ms. Leslie Kelly, Executive Director of Teaching and Learning. Mr. Adam Weiss, Graduation Coach. Ms. Jolita Johnson, Administrator. Ms. Jafia Abdullah Simmons, Counselor. Mr. Ryan McClellan, Counselor. Ms. Leanne Sunderman, Senior Advisor. And Ms. Alexandra Lendon, Senior Advisor. You may be seated. As we begin the ceremony, I want to take a moment and speak to the class of 2022. As I sat thinking about what I wanted to share with you today, I struggled to define words to describe this class and to describe the high school experience that has defined you. This was truly a unique class who had a less than ordinary experience from sophomore year through senior year. So as I sat thinking about the class of 2022, I kept coming back to one phrase: like no other. Now, typically, given all that your class has experienced through the COVID lockdowns, online learning, in-person learning, one would assume that I am attributing the phrase, like no other, to the experience. But that could not be further from the truth. I use this phrase to describe your class. You see, the class of 2022 did it their own way. When teachers and staff said zig, you zagged. When we harped on getting something done, you always responded with, don't worry. And lastly, when we had prom tickets on sale, you waited till the very last moment to buy them. To much of Miss Johnson and my dismay, you took a path that was different than we would have set out for you. And at times, it made us want to pull our hair out. But you reached to today. I know that time and time again throughout the course of your journey in high school, we have referenced how the pandemic has affected your experience. And while that is true, and it has, I believe that no matter the effects of the pandemic, the class of 2022 was going to be like no other. As you transition from this stage of life to the next, continue to ask questions, push the boundaries, and do the things that define you. Continue to focus on the grit and determination that pushed you to graduation. And remember how you found your way no matter the obstacles. And continue to rely on the people that pushed you to today, a family member, a friend, a teacher, or a mentor. Class of 2022, the staff and administration are so proud of each and every one of you. We know it wasn't always easy, but you made it. And as you receive your diploma, let this only be the next step in your journey to success. And remember, even as alumni, Columbus International is still here to support you, and you are welcome back as part of the Lion family. Good luck. It is now my pleasure of welcoming Tommy Pham to the podium.
Sorry about that. 晚上好，欢迎来到今天的毕业典礼。过去的一年充满了情感、挑战和胜利。虽然我们每个人都面对过很多挑战，我们可以说骄傲地说，我们胜利了，我们成功了。祝贺我们2022届的毕业生。我们又来到了人生的有一个新起点。尽管我们都要走向更宽广的未来，我们永远都会被今天的记忆连在一起。我可以说，我们都还着激动的心情走向未来。生活的路起起伏伏，我们经历了疫情和一次次动荡的争执，所以我相信我们一定能战胜未来的所有挑战。生命不息，奋斗不止。作为哥伦布国际学校的学生，我有了无数的机会学习和扩展我的知识和远见。在哥伦布国际学校，我有了机会从美国飞到日本去参观，学习在老师们的帮助下，我有了机会学习我需要学习的知识，做我想要做的事情。老师们最终帮助我成为了今天的我。 我想要感谢轩老师，在过去的几年里，他一直不断地鼓励我，帮助我。我爱你们哥伦布国际学校的每一位学生。
We will now have Araceli Gonzalez for the Japanese part of a speech.
こんにちは、エラセリ・ゴンザレスです。今日みなと卒業試験を迎えることができて光栄です。何年にもわたってインターナショナルにいることは他の国を多くの異なる文化や思念を学び、世界中から友達を作ることができました。インターナショナルで過ごした年月を楽しんだと言って嬉しいです。この学校でたくさんの素晴らしい友達や先生に会うことができました。この学校に来られて光栄でした。家族、友達、そして学校にスタッフに感謝します。どうもありがとうございます。以上です。
We will now have Erica Nonato for the Spanish part of our speech.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Erika Nonato García. Quiero comenzar por decirles felicidades a toda nuestra clase de 2022. Estamos todos hoy muy emocionados por poder comenzar un nuevo camino y nuevo capítulo en nuestras vidas. Aunque muchos de nosotros, después del día de hoy, ya no nos veremos, tendremos siempre los recuerdos de todo lo bonito que hemos pasado. Y sí, estos 2 últimos años sí fueron un poco difíciles para muchos de nosotros. Tuvimos que tener clases en línea, luego después solo vimos 2 veces a la semana. Pero aún así, siempre tuvimos el apoyo de nuestros maestros que nos dieron muchas oportunidades para poder terminar el año y poder estar aquí con nuestra clase el día de hoy. Nuestra clase no fue la más cercana, peleamos mucho, pero siempre al final intentamos unirnos y pasarla bien, especialmente estos últimos días. Pudimos crecer y aprender de nuestros errores y convertirnos en las personas fuertes que somos hoy. Vi como muchos de nosotros salimos de nuestra zona de confort y pudimos ser más extrovertidos. Estoy muy emocionada para ver qué nos trae el futuro y ver todas nuestras metas que podemos cumplir. Quiero pedirles gracias a mi familia, amigos cercanos y mis maestros que me ayudaron y apoyaron durante todos estos años. No me queda nada más que decir que solo que les deseo lo mejor y felicidades a nuestra clase de 2022. Gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would now help me welcome to the podium our class valedictorian of the class of 2022, Mary Jefferson Sevilla.
I'll start off with my French speech because, yeah. Okay. Bonjour et bienvenue à tout le monde. Je m'appelle Mary Jefferson Sevilla. Je suis contente d'avoir fini mes études à Columbus North International. J'espère que notre futur est de... Il y a des personnes parmi vous qui vont à l'université, à l'armée ou au travail. Nous sommes plus grands et âgés maintenant. Et nous avançons cependant et je pas pour notre futur. Je suis contente de dire que maintenant beaucoup de personnages que j'aime tellement et que mes souvent. C'est vrai pas que nous avons sorti obtenir le succès. Ils ont aidé à fond identités. Je suis sûre de le meilleur à vous tous. Okay. Second part. Here we go. Welcome, and thank you to everyone that made it here today. I'm Mary Jefferson Sevilla, a graduating senior. We have come so far in this great school of excellent teachers and staff who pushed me to know myself. I don't think I would be here without Ms. Shaban, Ms. Linden, Ms. Hecht, Mr. Taylor, or Ms. Weinferner, as well as the amazing friends I've made here. They have always pushed me to be better, even when I thought I was not good enough. Thank you, Tiny Kwa. Even when I did not have the confidence, they brought me up and told me I was enough and that I can be the best version of myself. But we all know that in order to be the best at something, you must practice and always put in the effort. I cannot emphasize this enough. Putting in the effort is what will bring you success in life. I know so many students who have the potential to be more. I've grown up and see these capable students who have what it takes to be and be so much more in this life. They just need to continue to put in the effort to better themselves. I am excited to see the positive impact these people will have on society as we go forward on with life. Putting in the effort and valuing yourselves will take you further than you were yesterday. You owe it to yourself and your past and future self to push and continue to push to become the best. We all get bored and lose energy, and that's okay. The important thing is to carry on and move through the lack of motivation. And by doing so, you will help yourself achieve your full potential. And so as we leave school behind us, stop saying I can't and begin saying I will. Here's to the class of 2022.
I now have the privilege of introducing our graduation speaker tonight. A believer in the possibility of infinite possibilities, Columbus City Schools board member Michael Cole brings nearly 20 years of experience in public affairs, television and radio, and education advocacy. As your board member, he successfully led the district's first major community listening tour entitled Moving Forward, Dreaming Big 2020. He has also worked with the board to improve student achievement and access to life-changing opportunities. After beginning his career in news writing and photojournalism, Mr. Cole would transition into policy and politics as a public affairs consultant and political strategist to notable congressional, statewide, and municipal campaigns. From 2004 to 2008, he also produced and hosted a public affairs talk radio program on Columbus AM 1580 WVKO entitled What's What with Mike Cole. Mr. Cole has made numerous appearances on national and local news programs, including The Gretchen Carlson Show on Fox National News, and was a regular panelist on WLSU's Columbus on the Record. Today, he has taken his talents to the areas of equity in education, information technology, and workforce as an administrator. Michael holds a Bachelor's of Arts from The Ohio State University and a master's degree from Seton Hall University. He and his wife, Lee, of 22 years, are the loving parents of a graduate and current student of Columbus City Schools. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Michael Cole.
All right. This is a very beautiful evening with some amazing people that are standing in front of me at Columbus North International School. I want everybody to give a rounding applause to this august, awesome class. You know, I was a French minor as a student at The Ohio State University, and I love the language that much that I wanted my own children to learn it. And they had the privilege of transitioning from École Kenwood through Columbus North International. My daughter did, Washington Camille Cole. I actually wanted her to come here tonight and talk to you all I felt like she's done a lot in the little 2 years that she's been away from school that would open your minds and your ideas to what is the possibility of infinite possibilities for each and every one of you. But she's a little gun shy, so I decided I'd still do this. I want to first and foremost greet everyone. So, bonjour tout le monde. Ah, ça va? Ah, d'accord. Okay. Buenas tardes todo. All right, yeah, all right. Let's see. Assalamu alaikum. All right, yes. Allahu Akbar. Beautiful. God is good. All right, let's see. Konnichiwa. All right. All right. Ni hao ma. Okay. All right, let's try another one. Memo atwe. Are any of our Twi brothers and sisters in here from Ghana? All right, we'll get there. Jambo habari? All right, okay. So I have a universal love for mankind. I truly do. And I think it is an awesome show of respect to extend that adoration to you all. So again, in our English language, good evening and greetings. You know, I want to talk just very quickly about the value of a Columbus City school education. I want to talk about the value of that. Some of you as parents, in fact, many of you as parents, and of course our students sitting in the room, know what your great accomplishments have been towards planning and preparing for your future, towards performing towards your future. But let me tell you a little bit about Columbus City Schools. First and foremost, our mission statement is that each, not every, each student is highly educated. And we say each because what each means is that there's a singular focus on you with the resources that you individually need to excel. Excellence, hard work, attention to detail, and consistent follow-through at stretch level. Back to the mission statement. That each student is highly educated, prepared for leadership and service, and prepared for success as a citizen of a global, not Columbus, not Ohio, not the United States, aux États-Unis, right? The world, le monde. You are leaders prepared to step out into the world and take it by storm and lead it in a new and better path. This is what we have stepped forward with these wonderful leaders here, these wonderful educators who have gifted themselves personally and professionally to make you excellent, to teach you what that is all about. Please give our staff behind me a round of applause. You know, the poet Langston Hughes, he wrote a poem called Life Ain't No Crystal Stair. And I believe that. I asked some of you before the proceeding, what was your year like? What was your closing year like? And you know, you shared with me some personal ideas about, it was good, it was okay, and then some of you were like, it was bad, très mal. Okay. And I was listening, and I'm not listening with judgmental ears. I'm listening with attentive ears that want to go back and tell our superintendent and share with our administrators how we can make this place better for your upcoming classmates. But with that in mind, I also thought about your struggle. But I thought about it from this positive sense of it being a beautiful struggle. A beautiful struggle. Life is a beautiful struggle. It's a beautiful struggle where people rumble through the rumble, where they look for opportunities for a new hustle. Some people use their noodle. Some people use their muscle. Some people put it all together and make it fit like a puzzle. Life is a beautiful struggle. People searching through the rumble for a beautiful hustle Some people using the noodles, some people using the muscle, some people put it all together, make it fit like a puzzle. Life is a beautiful struggle, right? I want you guys to understand the opportunities that are available to you by looking at what is your miracle over your malady. What is your miracle versus your malady? The miracle is that not only were you able to persevere, you were able to be able to set forth a future for yourselves that have opened broad doors of opportunity. You were able to do that. The malady is any number of things we're all aware of. We hear it all the time. How bad the school district is. We hear it all the time. How unsafe we feel. We hear it all the time about how anxious we are. And I promise you, I swear to you, I am not trying to take that away, but what I am trying to do is challenge each and every one of you to understand what is your miracle over your malady. Focus on that. Focus on that. I want to talk to you about letting go. One of the toughest things any of us in this room, in this space right here, and then even as parents, I'm not only, your board member, I'm a customer of this district. I'm a parent of children who came up in this district from pre-K to 12th grade. I'm a customer of this product. I drink the Kool-Aid. I believe in what we produce and what we're capable of and what each and every one of you are. So with that, it's tough letting go. It's tough letting go because we've been here through your struggle. It's tough letting go because we love you and we don't want to let you go. We're afraid, we're frightened as you are about what is out there. In fact, maybe some instances a little more. You see, the world is going leftward, it seems, and you all represent the possibility of infinite possibilities of what is best to come for not only Columbus, but our country, not only our country, but our globe, other countries, where some of your families have sojourned here from. This is your time. This is your obligation. This is what you owe. If you don't believe, if you think you're one of these entitled young people who think, the world owes you something, psych, the joke's on you. You owe. Mom, dad, granny, grandpa, mama, papa, what are they? They owe. Please say it. They owe. Say it again. They owe. You owe that phone bill too. Put about 15 on the gas. But also in this challenge of the idea of you owe, let's think about how you reimagine that for yourselves. What does that look like for you? Out of these 13 plus years of school, if you were here for pre-K, out of these 13 years, what have you identified as your gift? What have you identified as what is uniquely you that you have to impart beautifully back to the world that you live in? It's the time now to begin to know that. You actually should have been asking yourselves that as freshmen, to keep it a buck with you. You really should have been doing it then. But now is the time, most assuredly, to reimagine who each and every one of you is singularly. With that, I want to offer you a closing charge. I want to offer you the charge of what I call the big simplicity of life. The big simplicity of life. The first is faith. 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 And brothers and sisters, young world, I'm not speaking necessarily about religion. I'm really not. Faith, as I was taught, out of a book and chapter called Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. It said that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. It is the hope for the substance of the things hoped for. If you aspire to be an engineer, my young lady, where are you? Raise your hand, sweetheart. Where are you? My young lady who spoke, who wants to be a future engineer. Okay. The substance of that is you want to build. The substance of that is that you want to contribute to society. The substance of that is that you want to make some place just that much better with your effort. That is the substance of it. You want to be all out on your own. Hey, I'm ready to get out of the house. The substance of that is independence. Your vision of it is the evidence of it unseen. Work towards it. Build towards it, dream towards it. Make every step an effort, one with sweat, equity, and passion, all balled up into one as you push forward. I also want to say that I'd like you guys to endure. It's super important that you understand the value of endurance. But watch this. Endurance is not just perseverance. It's not just some idea that I did it, me, who do I trust? Me, who I believe in? Me, the power of me. It is not. Endurance, quite honestly, is the power of we. You didn't do this by yourselves. Family, y'all didn't do it by yourselves. Endure. Protect your mind in the process. Everybody's running around talking about anxiety, fear. Guard your mind. Stay focused on the goal. Move forward with excellence and faithful assurance that what you asked for will be divinely given because you're doing good divine work. I want to say this in closing with this too. The last charge of this, bigness of simplicity life piece, is encouragement. You owe, as a part of your owe, as a part of your debt, you owe each other the continued process of encouraging each other forward. Community, do that together. This is one of the most beautiful opportunities of the year that I enjoy, more than I enjoy Christmas, quite honestly. I do. The reason is that people come from all different types of backgrounds, religions, ideologies, political philosophies, ways of life, socioeconomics, and they come together on the same accord to celebrate you, to celebrate your investment, their investment in you. I can't see anything more beautiful than that. Can you? Can you? Is there anything more magnanimous, more noble than to come and celebrate the investment that you put of love, of hard work, of discipline? Discipline. 80% training, 20%, now you know you're in trouble, right? 80%, this is what we trained you to do, from making your bed to cleaning your home, to coming to school and doing what you know you're supposed to do, on time and attentively. And 20%, you know you're in trouble, right? Now, the more you practice that, the more that 20% closes. I want you guys to make practice of that. Listen, folks, if nobody told you today, and I say this every year, I say it at every graduation, I do. If nobody told you today that your accomplishment is beyond noble, that it is a beautiful thing, and that it is a part of a beautiful struggle, one worthy to be called good works, well, guess what? I'm telling you today. Nobody told you today that you are awesome, you are needed, you are a necessity, you are important, you are paramount to society. Then we're telling you today, I'm telling you today, if nobody told you that they love you, that you are adored, that you are believed in, that you are encouraged, I told you that today. I do. I do. You guys, I didn't get much of a chance to visit CNIS this year. I'm not going to continue to make habit of that because I don't want any more of you to feel as though you're ignored in some weird way by the district. You're not. You're adored by the district. You're a crown jewel nationally. I've been all over the country. Nationally, you are a crown jewel and a part of our curriculum repertoire. I want you to know that you are a part of our curriculum arsenal, and your seminal accomplishments are an example of that. We love you. We wish the best for you. God bless this class, this graduating class of Columbus North International School, class of 2022. God bless Columbus City Schools. Good night.
All right, class of 2022, are you ready to make this official? All right. Board Member Cole, I hereby certify that each member of the June 2022 graduating class of Columbus North International School has met the prescribed requirements of the United States Department of Education, the State of Ohio Department of Education, and the Columbus Board of Education from graduation from high school, and that each is prepared to receive the appropriate diploma. The reading of names and presentation of diplomas will be read by Mr. Ryan McClellan. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Columbus North International class of 2022.
Good evening. Our first diplomas will be presented by Ms. Abdullah Simmons. Dora Acuna Hidalgo. Sadmina Shinwari. Jemiah Wright. Our next diploma will be presented by Ms. Bishop. Brandon Villanueva Molina. Our next diploma will be presented by Ms. Brandt. Jayshawn Dowd. Our next diplomas will be presented by Ms. Cornette Parker. Dylan Lemus. Albin Ramirez Chicas. Our next diploma will be presented by Ms. Cunningham. Tynequa Smith. Our next diploma will be presented by Ms. Haga. Zara Jane Bozo Garcia. Jemima Lufungalu. Our next diplomas will be presented by Ms. Hanson. Fateh Bulo. Alexander Contreras. Our next diplomas will be presented by Ms. Kimnack. Ernesto Gamino Alcatur. Amy Hernandez Garay. Our next diplomas will be presented by Ms. Lendon. Kaya Coleman. Araceli Gonzalez Vargas. Denise Irabagiza. Mary Jefferson Sevilla. Hule Lee. Our next diplomas will be presented by Mr. Riggs. Milton Aguilera Zuniga. Musa Baruwani. Kenjine Freeman. Antonio Gauss. Abdiaziz Hafo. Thomas Joyce. Abbas Mohammed. David Pacheco. Regina Rai. Catalina Sa Moreno. Fernanda Sa Moreno. Princess Satanji. Our next diploma will be presented by Ms. Shaban. Camille Gordon. Our next diplomas will be presented by Ms. Sunderman. Where's she? Okay. Eric Couch, Jr. Nicholas Jones. Our next diplomas will be presented by Mr. Taylor. Shania Dunlap. David McCullough. Our next diploma will be presented by Mr. Trang. Erica Nanato Garcia. Our next diplomas will be presented by Mr. Tubo. Ahmed Alexander II. Devon Stewart. Our next diplomas will be presented by Ms. Tuzzi. Giovanni De La Cruz Martinez. Isida Kane. Eileen Rojas. Sangay Tamang. Wilson Vieira Martinez. Our next diplomas will be presented by Ms. Varian. Idris Aliaul.
Should my angels still up there? I know, but I've got Mazardine and Taekwon still to go under.
Okay, so you can do
Okay,
this too.
okay.
Do my
Mazardine Zayad.
Yeah.
Taekwon Smith.
Okay. She switched to Espinoza.
Our next diploma will be presented by Ms. Espinoza. My Angel Christian. Our next diplomas will be presented by Mr. Weiss. Abdul Qadir Hussein. Asili Mohammed. Tayshawn Morgan. Ali Mosa. Kaif Omar. Najma Omar. Our next diploma will be awarded by Mr. Warden. Benjamin Cuevas Salzar. And our final diploma of the night will be presented by Ms. Schwinn. Tommy Pham. Please give a round of applause once again to the class of 2022.
Hello and welcome. My name is Alexandra Lendon and I'm one of the senior class advisors this year. It is a privilege to be here tonight with our wonderful students and the loved ones who support them. Working alongside such determined, unique, and creative students has truly been an honor. While there have been many struggles along the way, especially making it to your first period on time, or making it to school at all some days, you have worked your way to graduation and should be proud of all you've accomplished. I know I'm proud to have watched you grow into the people that stand before us today. As everyone who has shared our classroom knows, sketches, colorful drawings, and quotes fill our whiteboards. Students have been the artists, inspirations, and even critics as the drawings grew throughout the year. The collective artwork has been deemed our class's storyboard. During our free write, one student described our classroom, sharing that by the end of the year, the board was overfilled with colors to the point where there was no room left. Even the smallest details were added to each drawing, leaving behind a history of those who are either switching schools, graduating, or lucky enough to be a part of a new board of stories. Thank you for sharing the last 4 or more years with Columbus North International School. Along the way, you've begun to create storyboards of your own lives. From the daily arguments with your friends, to the notorious catchphrases from your classmates, most of which I cannot repeat here, this is the foundation for what's next. Each and every small moment and all the experiences which have yet to come will build to create this wonderful collection of memories encompassing your life. As you leave your grade school career behind, know that your teachers will continue to cherish having been a part of your life story. But even more so, we cannot wait to see the storyboards that make up your lives as you forge ahead into adulthood. Best of luck with everything yet to come, and here's to the class of 2022. For the turning of the tassel, let me introduce 2 of our fantastic seniors, Kaya Coldman and Benjamin Cuevas.
All right, seniors, it's finally time.
The time that most of us have been waiting for is finally here. Please change your tassel from the right to the left at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
You are all now officially seniors.
Yep.
Thank you for your cooperation throughout this ceremony. The audience is asked to remain seated during the recessional of the graduates. You may meet your graduate after the recessional in the lobby or outside. Thank you for coming and allowing Columbus North International to take part in your students' educational journey. Picture of what? Do you want a picture?
Yes,
I know, I might as well do my